been a Star Wars fan for a long time now, and as of recently, well, actually, it's been quite a long time, ever since The Last Jedi came out, we've been kind of taking a lot of slack from the lack of good content, and, especially it kind of culminated with the release of The Acolyte, which is one of the worst shows I've ever seen in my life. I'm very disappointed because it was very promising. Anyways, I'm late to the party on that. But there's a lot of other bad and mid-tier stuff that kind of just really like dwindles or waters down the Star Wars experience, such as like the sequel trilogy, Star Wars Outlaws, even though it might be so bad, it's kind of fun. We'll see. I haven't played it yet, but I will make a impression or review when I do get it. Also, Kenobi was a huge letdown. I was so excited. I bought posters and merchandise and everything, and yeah, it was the Reva show. But also, the Bad Batch is good, but there's a lot of filler in it, which kind of makes me not want to watch it. Ahsoka wasn't that bad. I think it's setting up a lot of good stuff. Andor was amazing, but those bad shows, it really just brings it down, and it's just like this woke ideology that's in media nowadays, and they just need to conform to one side of the political viewpoint in America, just to like virtue signal. But we just want good Star Wars, and we're not really getting that anymore. And it's really draining because I put so much passion in this franchise, especially as a kid. It felt the same, but a little bit different because everyone hated the prequels. But the thing is, the prequels were good movies. They were just viewed by original trilogy fans as worse, and obviously the dialogue's not the best, but it has moments where it does shine, and the wooden dialogue is very quotable. So I'm a fan of the dialogue, but Star Wars has always been a divisive franchise. I think ever since the Christmas special came out, there's been some flack on Star Wars. Just little, it's ups and downs. It's not a perfect franchise, but I love it. I've always loved it, and I'm gonna continue to love it no matter what. And it's just games like Battlefront, all of them, all four of them, Survivor, Jedi Fallen Order, Knights of the Old Republic, Knights of the Old Republic 2, The Force Unleashed 2, Jedi Knight, Jedi Outcast, Jedi Academy, Rogue Squadrons, Rebel Strike, Bounty Hunter. The list goes on and on and on. Republic Commando, Racer Revenge, Pod Racer, Shadows of the Empire, Dark Forces. There's so much. The Clone Wars, even if we're talking about shows, there's more good than there is bad. And I think as Star Wars fans, we really, since we're so passionate about it, when something's bad, that's all we can think about, even though the plethora of good things are just, it's so vast compared to just the trash we've been getting recently that we tend to forget. And that makes sense. It's because Knights of the Republic, because the original trilogy, because the Force Unleashed are so like top tier and so high and like so well made that when we get mid-tier stuff like Outlaws or slop like The Acolyte, it's just really hard to digest it because we know what the series is capable of, and yet we've seen it just be destroyed. And especially like the Legends books. But don't even get me started on like Plagueis, Dooku Jedi Lost, Rebel Strike. I love Death Troopers, Dark Lord, The Rise of Darth Vader. It's crazy stuff. We ego with Star Wars. It's just we get a lot of bad stuff. Just like the zombies community, we have a lot of good zombie stuff. Cold War is not the best, but it's not the worst thing we've ever had. It has better mechanics than BO4, but the HUD does look worse than BO4, which is really surprising because it's really hard to do that. We have its ups and downs, and it's just like Star Wars. And I'll never support people who don't appreciate Star Wars, and I'm not just gonna like something just because it has the Star Wars logo on it. I don't want to. I've seen a lot of reviews on like Outlaws where it's 7 out of 10 game, but I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 because you like Star Wars. I'm like, no, that's just not how it should be. If you like something, if you're truly passionate about something, and it's not good, you shouldn't rate it higher because you have a bias towards it. My bias makes me rate stuff lower if it's bad because you don't want to be playing bad games and you don't want bad stuff in your franchise. But you know, that's just me rambling. Star Wars, I think it's here to stay, even though people say it's dead. And I'm going to continue to love it. And you know, it's games like this that are the reason why I'm going to continue to love it. Anyways, take care, guys.